Oh, Ash, you're a funny girl. Yeah, the thing that holds my phone is just totally going to kick the bucket. One side of it just totally fell off. It's fine. It's fine. Hi, we're going to get started. I only have 4 signs left to do. Gemini, it's your turn. Check it out. Okay. All right, Gems. We're going to do 666 spread past, present, future. For April general, I'm not going to do clarifiers for the general read. Everything you need to know is in the description box of the video. Check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign for additional messages. So the song that I had stuck in my head before I got started today was kind of unsavory, by the Dresden Dolls, called The First Orgasm of the Morning. And then The Look by Roxette. But I think that might actually, the Roxette one might be actually because I was, I had mentioned something to somebody earlier in the day about the Roxette song. So it might not have anything to do with channeling. I didn't listen to any songs. I wanted to roll right into this. I'm just killing time until I can go to the convenience store. Yeah. So in any event, let's get started for you here, Gems. I feel like my hair is getting really long to the point where I can't really shuffle the way I normally do. So I'm gonna have to shuffle on the table here. But anyway, let's get started for you. May not resonate. If it doesn't, then it just doesn't. Don't know what to say. So let's get started for you here. In the past for you. Oh wait. Twist. We're disorganized. Are you disorganized? You might be feeling a little bit of disorganized energy for yourself, Gemini. Twist for fairness for you. Yeah, that was even disorganized. And The Con by Tegan and Sarah. Spout out your name. Spout out your name, list of reasons. Faint of heart, don't call me back. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's see here. Oh, we have a flipper already. In the past, 3 of Cups, celebration energy. Also, hen party gossip. That's the 3 of Cups for you. Could be, it's interesting because this actually kind of feels like, even though it's the 3 of Cups, that it has a little bit of 3 of Pentacles energy. It feels like it's a depiction of the 3 of Pentacles rather than the 3 of Cups. Typically, this is a celebration, happy times, gaiety, but also a little bit of that hen party gossip energy is always indicative with the 3 of Cups. What we're seeing here, though, is a partnership in between 2 people that is a cause for celebration, almost like an addendum to an adjunct to the 2 of Cups. What else do we have for you, Gemini? In the recent past. The Devil in the reverse. Could be the celebration of something in excess, though. Lots of temptation energy here. Because I have it with the 3 of Cups, could be where you were tempted to imbibe a little too much, or where there was something that happened as a result of you, giving into temptation of some sort. Could be that you drank too much, or that you were tempted to hook up with somebody that maybe you shouldn't have. One of those types of things. Capricorn energy on that. Could also be if there was gossip, that there was gossip about somebody doing that, or about somebody's lack of balance when it came to earthbound pleasures. The Devil in the reverse is the lack of respect for those particular things that come from the earth, that are tangible, to see, touch, taste, and feel in a situation, but also things that possessions, obsession, greed, fear. Yeah. Could be dealing with a Leo. I have my best friend who is a Leo messaging me right now. Let me see if I can answer her while you're still here. Did I end up dyeing my hair? No. I'm doing the Gemini reading right now. laugh face. And I'll just hit clear. And maybe if she messages me again, I'll let her know that I'm actually narrating what I'm messaging to her. We'll just do that too. All right. You're getting all the flippers today. We have 2. What are they? The Queen of Coins. Another Capricorn card. You might have been tempted to buy a Capricorn in the recent past. Queen of Pentacles, but it's in the upright. Or you may have dealt with some excess energy when it came to Capricorn. Feeling like in the past there was a celebration where Capricorn was present. Or there was gossip about a Capricorn at a celebration. Yeah. Somebody was latching on to doing this about a Capricorn where you were present. Could very well be. The reason I say that is because the 3 of Cups is also that gossipy energy. We have the Devil in the reverse. Maybe somebody drank a little too much and started talking too much. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, paired with the Devil in the reverse, right? And we have the 9 of Wands. Defensive energy, protecting the heart space, you see there. Being tired of the struggle, yet on the verge of victory. It's protectorate energy. Somebody is defending somebody's good name. Yeah, I can see it right here. Normally I wouldn't even see that, but it's the, remember, it's kind of the, sometimes it's not the cards individually, it's the cards as they add up together. And seeing this person is kind of like a lion inside the berm as opposed to outside of the berm, protecting themselves. Somebody is defensive or put on guard in a situation. What else in the past for you, Gemini? That's too many. Oh, those trains are loud tonight. What else, Gemini? You are getting all the flippers tonight. 8 of Cups in the reverse. A return of some sort. This could be in an emotionally charged situation. I feel like this is reconciliation energy. You're on the defense, protecting yourself from something, but we do see here that where you were once walking away from a situation that would have normally been emotionally fulfilling, somebody is coming back towards one. So this is usually reconciliation, unfinished business in a romantic sense, or with friendships that you thought you had closed out, ditched out on somebody when it came to. And then what else, Gems? Don't worry, I'll read the verticals as well. I always do with this spread. I like to do that. And the diagonals. Because, I don't know, we're talking about dignities here. That's what you call them, dignities. At least if I was to give name to what I'm actually reading. I'll show you your spread once I'm finished. Again, you guys are dealing with some serious flipping energy here. It's great. Page of Swords, there you are. One of your cards. Somebody's watching somebody else. It could be that this energy that's returning to you, if it's outside of you, is watching you. I feel like this is you though. For the purpose of learning. Could also be mischievous communications. So that gossipy energy that we were talking about prior. I feel like whoever's returning to the scene of the crime, returning to the scene of the crime, I hear over here. Reconciliation or returning to the scene of the crime with the purposes of mischievous communication, or somebody is watching prior to returning to the scene of the crime in the past. When it came to coming back, where they thought there was finished business, it's unfinished business. They're keeping an eye out for when it was appropriate to return, rather than just doing so. In the present for you, Gemini. Here's the other thing. If I do channel, it'll be because I hear ringing in this ear. On my right is for people that I don't know that passed on. On my left is people are my spirit guides if I hear ringing. I didn't mention it at the beginning of this reading because I've had some ringing in both of my ears today kind of constantly. So I might just not be able to zone in on if it's one side or another. So. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the present. What do we got? Yeah, I keep on getting the con. Spout out your name and list. Spout out your name and list the reasons. Faint of heart. Don't call me back. Hangman in the reverse. We are seeing somebody's gaining perspective. Gained perspective rather on a situation. They're coming out of stagnancy, or that pause button, hitting play again, moving forward after having to sit still for some time in order to gain perspective on a situation. What else? What else do we have here? Gemini. To gain perspective after having a chit chat with people while at a celebration about obsession, fear, greed, possessiveness over a Capricorn individual, or after gossiping about a Capricorn individual. There was perspective that was gained after the words were spoken. Either about people who are gossiping, could very well be. Sometimes when people talk shit about other people, what ends up happening is usually that you come away from the group kind of going, well, all those people were blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I necessarily feel so great about them now. Or the person that was being spoken about. It depends. What else? Just saw the star card. Could have to do with an Aquarius and a Capricorn. Yeah, Queen of Wands. One of these individuals that was a part of that little, group party is more than likely a Leo or Aries feminine energy, or this Capricorn is somebody with Leo or Aries in their chart. Feminine energy. Somebody might think that they've gained perspective and learned that either this feminine Leo Aries energy or the person that they were speaking about that has Capricorn in their chart with fire energy lives a life of excess. Lives a life of excess. Pretentiousness. There's pretentiousness there. The luxury is pretentious in nature, which is weird. Here, 1 second, I need to kind of go like this because the camera went weird and dark on me for a second. That's too many. One stock though on the table. Four of Wands. There is a piece of this perspective if we are talking about two separate individuals. Pretentiousness and possessiveness, or somebody who is living in excess or extravagance to the excess. That there is another individual here, probably a Capricorn, who's separate from this fire energy. Or it is like something that coexists, where we have comfort in the home space. Like some of this excess is in order to provide comfort within the home, because the Queen of Pentacles is about doing just that. Luxury, comfort in the home space. And the Four of Wands isn't necessarily a marriage card all the time. The Four of Wands can absolutely, in its upright, be considered a card of the four walls of a home, the four supporting beams of a home. It can, of course, be the four posts of the marriage bed, yes, but it's also the supporting structure of a home space, the comforting home space. A very secure home space, mind you, because we have the Nine of Wands here, also surrounding it in the present. What else? Gemini. There's security and comfort that comes with the luxury that this Capricorn individual provides. It's warming. So there's an understanding that the excess and luxury that's provided may appear pretentious, or people might believe that it's pretension. There's perspective that's been gained here about this. That the appearance is that it's pretension, but it's actually comfort and luxury, or vice versa. It could appear that it's comfort and luxury, but it's actually pretension and excessiveness. What else? secure nonetheless. 9 of Swords, 2 9s. 9 underneath the 9. There is anxiety, worry, nightmares, sleepless nights that is attached to the need for protective energy. This Capricorn individual that you're dealing with has a little bit of a defensive stance and some anxiety around their security in their home. Or they have in the recent past and in the present. They could be trying to protect their home space from bad energy. Or in the present, they feel that there is an interloper. I don't normally read the Queen of Wands as third-party energy, but if I am to juxtapose the Queen of Pentacles against this Queen of Wands in the reverse and balancing it with the 4 of Wands and the 9 of Wands with this 9 of Swords, we could be looking at a Queen of Pentacles who's defensive and attempting to protect their home space from an interloping Queen of Wands who is a past lover. If you are a Gemini who has Capricorn figuring strongly in their chart, you could be doing this, attempting to protect your home space from somebody who you fear have jealousy over, that is an interloper who may be trying to reconcile with your partner and interrupt the energy in your home or the security of your home. Could also be an obsession and an obsessive fear that you have where you're feeding the, you're attempting to mitigate that with a compulsion where you're putting effort into enriching your home space, its security, the comfort and luxury and finery within the home space as a way of trying to protect it and mitigate anxiety and fear when it comes to somebody coming in mischievously with communication that's coming in from the past to attempt to wreck that. I don't really like to be like the conspiracy theorist that's attempting, or a fearmonger when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I'm seeing it here with the 8 of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. You had a Queen of Pentacles in the upright, a 4 of Wands in the upright, and then this Queen of Wands in the reverse. What would you say that is? You know? Let's see if I'm missing off it here. Said anything else? There's that guy there. We'll just send that to him. Clear that out. Okay. What else? Yeah, I think that if this isn't a reality, this is a fear of yours, or if you're one of these energies that you're connected to, is that there is reconciliation that has happened in the past that has been witnessed, or it's a fear or an anxiety that is surfacing in the present because of energies that are lingering from the past. Either somebody is attempting to protect themselves and their energy from reconciliation or a returning past lover that they attempted to walk away from themselves, or that their partner has, somebody within the home. They could just straight up be attempting to protect their home from somebody that they once removed from that space, remove their energy from that space. That's attempting to come in with mischievous communication, or that they feel is watching them. They're worried that somebody's watching their home. Okay. But in the present, I hope that this does alleviate some fear for you, Gem, because we do have the World in the upright here. So it's like this fear, the nightmares, the sleepless nights, the anxiety that we have, and that feeling of a need to protect the home space. It should be put to rest. I can't tell you that that's just going to happen overnight, but the World here, the World, it's fixed energy, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. It's a cycle that's completed, endings, so that things can begin anew. So there are cycles that have completed. So while this energy may have come in the past to attempt to reconcile, and it's coming with mischievous communication, it's almost like shit disturber energy that I get here with the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the upright in the past. The World card is here in the present, saying that, yeah, no. It's shit disturber energy, but I feel like the energy that's been put forth to attempt to regain some semblance of, triumph over the petty situations of the past, it's actually, prevailed. All right? Let's see what else. I'm either dealing with a Gemini that has Capricorn in their chart or 3 separate individuals here. A Gemini, a Capricorn, and a fire sign. I think. No. What else? Okay. Aries. Aha! Here's the Emperor in the reverse too. This person who's watching is an angered Aries individual, somebody who is in tyrannical energy. Could be somebody who is typically in charge of everything, not just their destiny, but the destiny of others, who is watching over a situation, maybe injecting some communication that's mischievous, but also can cause conflict over situations. They could also be sitting there watching for the purpose of learning. But there has been a cycle that's come to an end. I feel like either the cycle has come to an end and this Aries individual is responsible for that, or they're the one who's a part of the ending, where they're party to the ending. I feel like, though, this Emperor comes in after watching and observing the situation where somebody's reconciling in the past mischievously, or somebody who's watching this person and threatening their stability and security in their home space, and they're coming in with fiery, pissed off Aries energy, and they're calling the end to the cycle in the present. This is masculine Aries energy, though. I don't think this is the same as the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Just by the very nature of the difference in the cards, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the temperature of this card's different even compared to this. This is fiery. Right. In the future for you, Gemini. Lots of players in this play today. Yeah, the Fool in the reverse. Perspective has been gained and risks are not being taken. Adventures are not being embarked upon. Somebody who gained perspective here is deciding not to take a risk, to not embark on a new path at this time. They're feeling that it's better to be safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. They're not proceeding forward with something. They're deciding to stay put, even though they have gained perspective. They might even be moving backwards, turning around, doing an about face and moving backwards in a situation as opposed to moving forward. I heard the word approved. I almost said approved. They were approved to move forward. They decided to go backwards instead. What else? This could actually be, you see the energy of these two. This is your Queen of Wands. They decide not to take a risk. They're the exact same stance in both of those. Okay. Here's your King of Wands. He is in the reverse, lack of stability. The home space is kind of turned upside down right now. There is lack of stability. This is Taurus energy, so you could have an Aries-Taurus cusper in the future. Or it could be that this action that's happening is happening and unfolding towards the end of April here, starting towards the end of April, where the perspective has been gained. There may not be stability in the home space near the end of April, but certainly during the present, there is some, or there's a feeling that people can see in retrospect where there was some, they're recognizing it in the present and attempting to regain it, trying to gain some warmth and hearth and home here, some stability where there was, where they finally realized what the goal of the Capricorn in the past was. The Taurus in the future is attempting to reestablish that. Okay, we have two that have flipped over here. There you have coins, partnership, contracts, friendships, and then the Knight of Coins, Virgo energy. Slow moving action that is not happening, stagnancy again. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. It's actually almost sitting at a standstill. We are actually at an impasse as far as the security, stability of the home space goes, because we're waiting on contracts, partnerships, friendships to come together. And there's a little bit of worry about if that's actually going to happen, because in the present, there has been Aries energy that has decided to halt cycles and protect the security of this Capricorn individual, or the heart space and the home space. Heart space. I wasn't supposed to say that. Heart space and home space for this Capricorn individual, as well as their security. They're defending them against something, particularly somebody that's watching them that has Gemini in their chart, or Aries, Leo in their chart. They know that this makes them nervous, so they have they're putting an end to it for them. They're protecting them, and they're seeing the fury of the protectorate Aries leader that can be almost like a father figure here. But there's anxiety over a partnership that needs to begin in order for action to start moving forward again, and in order for stability to be reestablished in the home space. What else? Oh, and maybe this Queen of Wands is like a Sagittarius then. I don't think so, though. I feel like that's also a Leo or Aries card. Just because the Fool also looks exactly like it. What else? That's too many. We got all the flippers today. Page of Wands. There will be an announcement. It'll be a joyous announcement. The trumpeter's call. It's happy news. Look at the bluebird there. It's about the end of something, about cycles finishing. It could be something that this emperor is actually very proud about, an accomplishment. They're actually proud that they called this cycle to an end, and they could be announcing it joyously, or this in the future is a piece of, it's a portion of that cycle that they're calling to a close that's coming out in a joyous announcement. Has to do with the security of the Capricorn home and the protection against this watcher. And normally, I don't like doing the classic, this is a stalker, this is a duh, this is a duh, but I'm hearing it here. And so I have to honor that, right? 2 seconds. We have 2. Judgment, so decisions. Yeah, there was a decision. There's a decision in the future that's being made. The trumpeter's call. What did I say? The trumpeter's call, for sure. It's a decision. And then the Knight of Wands, forward, passionate action that happens following the announcement of the action that's going to take place. The trumpeter's call. There's either 2 announcements here, or it's a decision is being announced. That's what the joyous news is that's being communicated here. But it's a decision. Aries, Scorpio energy on this. Sometimes I read this as Sagittarius as well with judgment. But yeah, the trumpeter's call. And then there's the action taking place after the announcement of the decision. Overall energy, the Sun. It's a wish that's being granted, actually. An ultimate yes card in the tarot, the Sun. Leo energy. It's got to do with prosperity. It's got to do with growth, fertility. But again, remembering that sometimes the sun scorches things, it doesn't always just heat things up and grow things all nicely. right? It is still here a card of promise and wishes being granted. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, let's look at Gemini. See, I have Gemini in my communication portion of my chart. I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and let's get you some poetry here. I'm going to use 2 hands for the magnetic poetry. I'm not going to put them together in sentences for you. You're going to have to do that yourself. But we will dig deep. Okay. And you can make these out to be whatever you want. We do have some, I think we just have one initial. Oh no, we have 2 initials. No, we don't. We have an LY. I hate when I get the LYs because, like, what are you supposed to do? How are you going to add those to anything? Okay. Okay. There you go. Take a look. Write them down. Play with them. Unscramble them. Make anagrams. Make your own poetry. Okay? All right. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do your affirmation to get you through April in one piece. And again, remember that this stuff is not necessarily set in stone. Your actions dictate what actually happens. Okay? But let's see for Gemini what we're going to see happen in April. Yeah. As far as an affirmation goes. That's a quick reading. April, Gemini. You know you need a haircut when, right? Yeah. Gemini, Sun, and Rising, Venus. What is the affirmation that'll help you get through the month in one fell swoop? Gemini. Gemini. Well, okay, one did stick. I am empowered. Okay. All right, Gemini, thanks so much for watching. Hope everything works out for you. Hope you weren't the watcher. You can be the viewer of my videos, just don't be that guy there. Looks like an interesting reading, and it might not fit. I do want you to check out your other placements, though, because there were some parts of this that were rather ambiguous, and I probably would have liked to have clarified just to give a little bit more depth and context on this one. Sorry, it's not fair if I do it for one sign and not the others. Okay? All right. Bye. Out. That's what we got. Look at that there. There you go. Okay, all right, see ya.